All right, we are back. This is Power Lunch with Jada, How to Tuesdays, and today we have Raf Dionisio in the house. Hi, Raf.
Hey, what's up?
Okay,
hey,
Raf here is going to tell us how to make a difference with your travels. Wait, when you watch this on YouTube, guys, just in case, no, it's going to be wobbly because I don't have interns. Usually I have interns who do this for me. Now I don't. Yeah, too bad they're not here. But right now, okay, so how to make a difference? It's okay. It's all right. I got it. How to make a difference with your travels, Raf?
Well, so step one, you mean?
Step one, step two, step three.
I see. Well, step one is you have to want to do it, no? Make a decision that next time you go out, you're going to decide to give back and make a difference to someone or to the community, to the environment you're in, no? And then step two is really reviewing the area, the environment, and reviewing understanding the community, what's needed, no?
It's gonna take a lot of research.
It does. Well, probably 1 hour, 2 hours might help, especially with the community. Once you get to talk, let's say with the ITAs, when we got to talk to them, after an hour of discussion, they already started saying, oh, sir, we don't have access to medicine. We need money for transportation. We want to incorporate our people's organization, but we don't have cash. We don't have enough food during this part of the year.
Okay.
And then you just observe the community, and you see, oh, they don't have, their clothes are in tatters, so they definitely need new stuff. So it's really about listening and observing and taking things in. That's how it starts, no? And then
just don't mind me.
Okay.
Just keep on talking.
And then that's for the community. For the environment, it'll be a little more research oriented. You'll have to look at the cues, like for example, how's the soil. You have to be kind of technical to do something like that, or look at how many trees there are on the mountain. Is it denuded? Is it balding? Or sometimes you'll see proof of a brush fire, and that's also a telltale sign that it's quite dry in the area now.
Okay.
So after step two, which is the research, which is really learning about the situation on the ground or in the field, you go back, no? And you start to think about what can you give in your own way, what are the resources around, And I want to challenge people to think beyond just money, because many times the resources that these people need, it's not just cash alone. Time. Your skills, no? And something that I think almost every young professional can do is go to a community and read the kids a book in English.
That's true.
It's very simple, no? I mean, I grew up where my dad would read bedtime stories to me, and it was one way in which I enjoyed reading, and it's one way also where I enjoyed learned how to speak and listen to better English, no? And so that kind of simple thing can really help students, no? Apart from that, you also want to understand the context of the provincial mindset, and especially the tribal mindset versus, let's say, a city mindset. Some of the communities, because they're so poor, have also lost a sense of confidence. So by you going there and giving them attention, it really honors them, no? And for children specifically, being able to interact with new people, people who are from different walks of life, this is a very good skill to pick up at an early age, no? I mean, we do that for our kids, in the city. That's why we send them to schools. That's why we want them to go to all these programs, to meet people of different ages and whatnot, no? And you can do it, no? You can't bring all the poor people to Manila. You can't bring them to other countries, but you can bring people from the city and from other countries to them. No? And that's one thing that you can really do. Sometimes, but definitely money can help, no? But I would always suggest that when you're trying to help a community, always make sure to give something. It's better to give something in kind. And my reason is that when you give something in kind, one, it's safer because you're sure that it's harder
straight to them.
Exactly, it's harder for them to spend the money on, let's say, a vice. And I'll give you one story. chieftain of one tribe, I told him, look, Chief, we'll pay you when we bring people here. And he said, you know what, initially, would it be okay if you didn't give us money and gave us something else? And I said, okay, no problem, but may I ask why? And he said, well, if I have cash here, I might buy a cigarette.
That's true.
I might buy coffee. I might buy
gin.
I might buy load.
Gin, bilog.
Gin.
Oh, gin, bilog.
Yeah, diba? So he's aware that he might be tempted. And so
That's
he
nice.
said, can you just come and bring us seeds? Because it was planting season that time. And so I told him, okay, I'll come back with seeds, no? And so what I was able to do is I was able to find a foundation that was giving away seeds, and I just used the money for transport. So in the end, I got more seeds. No? And so there are many people or organizations you can connect to, and that's something. You just have to be creative about it. We've got there's this guy who keeps coming back. His name is Kirby King, no? And every time he comes back with seeds from different farms. So he has a lot of friends who own farms. So he just talks to them, tells them about the story of what he wants to do, help the IPs, the indigenous people, and people are happy to give seeds because in nature, seeds are for free. I mean, you don't ask the trees if you can take them.
That's true. You just take them.
Exactly. Even at home, you've got your calamansi seeds, or you've got seeds of your mango, whatever fruit that you have. It's something that you can dry up and then give back. No, so you want to research on what you can give back. You want to match the need to the opportunities and resources that you have. No, sometimes it's a material resource, sometimes it's a connection. No, and sometimes it's you just showing up, giving time, and sharing your own talents.
Okay.
There, and then the last step would be to evaluate to see if you're really able to change. The easiest way to do that is to ask them. That's one way. No? But it would always be better if you're able to go back later on, no, to really see if there was a long-term effect.
But sometimes you just see it even without asking.
Exactly.
It, right?
Sometimes you just see it now. And I guess one thing that's I guess this is why I also try to encourage people to I guess support companies or organizations like ours, because I understand that a lot of people want to help. There's innate goodness in everybody. But not everyone has time.
That's right.
And not everybody, and let's face it, people want to have fun. No? So if there's a fun way and there's an avenue to help along that line, then more people would do it, no?
That's true. And with social media, just keep on posting.
Exactly, just keep on posting. Just keep on posting. No? And so we've had some teachers who came because they really wanted to plant, and then now they want to come back because they want to teach. They said, "Oh, the kids need a teacher," and I do that professionally. I can come back for a Saturday, and we'd be happy to make special arrangements for people who are really going to volunteer technical skills, no? Because definitely that's harder work, no? And it's nicer to funnel all these volunteer efforts, these donated hours or resources into a pool so that the effect is bigger. Because when you put all if there are 10 people each with 2 hours, if they go to 10 different communities, the effect would be smaller compared to pooling all the hours into just one, and you go further and you make a bigger impact. And that's what we're trying to do, to gain critical mass so that we can really pool in enough volunteer hours and resources for people to help out. And then hopefully we can replicate in different provinces, because every province needs
this kind of project that you're doing. So let's see, let's wrap again. There's 3 points how to make a difference.
Number one is you got to make that decision to want to. Number 2 is you have to it's your research on the field, either looking at the environmental cues or the community cues. No?
And number
3 is that you have to analyze your situation. Now you're going to see what kind of resources you can match to the needs that you saw on the field. And then you get it, no? And then the last is you evaluate.
Okay, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. How to make a difference with your travels. I'm so used to having all these interns, I know. But before the interns came, I did this all by myself.
Wow, that was